Mark chapter 16. Mark chapter 14, verses 66 to 72. While Peter was below in the courtyard, one of the servant girls of the high priest came by. When she saw Peter warming himself, she looked closely at him. "You were with that Nazarene, Jesus," she said. But he denied it. "I don't know or understand what you're talking about," he said, and he went out into the entryway. When the servant girl saw him there, she said again to those standing around, This fellow is one of them." Again, he denied it. After a little while, those standing near said to Peter, "Surely you are one of them, for you are a Galilean." He began to call down curses, and he swore to them, "I don't know this man you're talking about." Immediately the rooster crowed the second time. Then Peter remembered the word Jesus had spoken to him. "Before the rooster crows twice, you will disown me 3 times. He broke down and wept.
Hey, Ben.
Yep, Bernie?
I can't believe what I did.
What did you do, Bernie?
Oh, man, it is so bad.
It's so bad. What is it, Bernie, that you did?
I did it 3 times. You see, I was playing in the house cricket.
No, Bernie, I've told you hundreds of times, don't play cricket inside.
Oh, that's not the bad thing. See, I was playing cricket and I hit the ball, and then the ball smashed my sister's doll's house, and now it is ruined.
Well, no, Bernie, that is a pretty bad thing, but I'm pretty sure your parents will forgive you for that.
Oh, that's not the bad thing.
Well, that's not the bad thing?
No, it's not. You see, my mum heard the smash.
Yep.
And my mum came in, and she said, "Bernard Poupée, what did you do? Did you break Annabelle's doll's house?"
And you said, "Yes, Mum, I'm really sorry."
No, I said, "It wasn't me."
But you did it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And then my mum went over and looked, and there was a ball in the middle of the broken doll's house.
Yep.
And there was a bat in my hand, and she said, "Bernie, did you do it?" And I said, "No."
But you did it, and the ball was there, and the bat was in your hand. You couldn't deny it.
Well, I did. And then my dad came in.
Yeah.
And he looked at me, and he said, "Did you break the doll's house?" And I said, "No, I didn't do it." Hey, Ben.
Yep.
I can't believe it. I am so bad. My parents won't like me anymore.
Well, Bernie.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure your parents will still forgive you and still love you. But you know what? That reminds me about something that happened to Jesus.
His sister broke his doll's house. Why did Jesus have a doll's house?
No. Jesus didn't have a doll's house, and Jesus didn't break his sister's doll's house. It was something someone of Jesus' friends did to Jesus. So you know how Jesus was arrested?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, one of his friends, a guy named Peter, followed Jesus and the guards after they arrested him to where they were having Jesus on trial. And he was standing around in the courtyard, and 3 times people came to him and said, "You're one of Jesus' friends, aren't you?"
And he said, "Yes, sir, I am. What are you going to do about it?"
Well, no, that's not what he said.
What did he say then?
He said 3 times, he said, "I don't even know the man. I don't know who you're talking about."
But he was his friend.
Well, he was his friend, but 3 times he denied Jesus, said he didn't even know him.
Oh, man, Jesus must not like him anymore. You see, Jesus would be like, "Go away from me."
Well, listen, that's not what happened.
What happened?
Well, Jesus was arrested and Jesus was killed on a cross. But Jesus didn't stay dead. He came alive again.
Then what happened?
Well, then he met Peter again one day.
And he went over to him and he punched him in the face and said, "You are the worst friend in the world."
No, that's not what happened.
What do you mean?
Well, Jesus had a chat with Peter, and 3 times he asked Peter, "Do you love me?" And each time Peter said,
"Well, I'm a bad friend." And Jesus punched him.
No, Jesus never punched Peter. 3 times Jesus said, "Do you love me?" And 3 times Peter said, "Yes, Jesus, you know I love you." And Jesus forgave Peter. He said, "You know what? It's okay. I have a special job for you to do. I want you to be the person who tells people everywhere about me, and so that many people can come to know Jesus."
So you're telling me that even though Peter was like the worst friend, and he said he didn't know Jesus?
Yep.
3 times.
3 times.
Jesus forgave him.
Jesus forgave him. You see, Jesus is somebody who forgives us when we do the wrong thing. If we come to Jesus and say, "Well, I'm sorry, I want you to forgive me," Jesus promised to forgive us.
Oh, man.
I'm going to pray and I'm going to thank Jesus for that right now. Dear Jesus, thank you that you beat the sin and you beat death and you beat the devil. And thank you that you are a person who forgives us. Thank you that when we come to you and say, we're sorry, can you please forgive us? You always promise to forgive us. Amen.
Amen.
And you know what you need to do right now, Bernie?
Never see my parents again because they don't like me.
Well, no, Bernie, I'm pretty sure your parents still like you. I'm pretty sure they're going to forgive you, but I think you do need to go and say sorry for lying to them and sorry to Annabelle for breaking her doll's house.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I'm going to go and do that. See everybody.
See everybody. Catch you next time.